It is Thursday, February 15th, 2018, in Greeley, Colorado. Sagecomer 1, loaded with all of my worldly belongings, sitting in the driveway, flags in my front yard, and the estate sale begins. The dogs are not for sale. I'm not going to sell you, Charlie. You okay, buddy? So, I don't know if you saw the other walkthrough of my house, but this is what it looks like now. I mean, they literally went through every closet and box and drawer and found all kinds of stuff. Some of it I haven't seen for, I don't know, 20 or 30 years. I guess that in itself should tell me something. The aquarium's kind of, it's on a programmed light, and it has a sunrise and sunset, so right now it's still undergoing sunrise. Some of the stuff that I haven't seen for a very long time. It's an old football. I used to work for Bill McCartney, and he signed a football for me. An old Indian peace pipe. This machete, I don't know if you can see it there. That was given to me by my grandmother back in, I want to say, the 70s, when I did a lot of backpacking. It's really not practical for backpacking. It's way too heavy, but it was used in the movie Ben-Hur. She lived near Hollywood and went to an auction and bought it out of an auction in Hollywood. So, I mean, you can see that they've taken everything and kind of laid it out. They're still finishing things up, so there's still some bags and things. They're going to come over here in about 15 minutes and kind of finish stuff up. Finish pricing things and lay out the last few items for sale. But I have to say, it's weird, you know, having your your whole life. Really? Well, not my whole life, but, well, I guess it is. I mean, some of this goes back quite a bit. This is a craft room, if you remember seeing it. It's a old needlepoint that my ex did. Cedar-lined hope chest. All of our movies. I remember, I don't know if I told you, but I used to collect movies. These go back double rows. You can see there's shelves and shelves of them. Yes, I am a Star Trek fan. Science fiction. Anything science fiction, then I'm there. I don't care if it's good or not. I used to like Japanese monster movies. The entire collection of the original Star Trek series, up for sale. Right here. For $9? $8. I bet you can't even find them in the store anymore. This tapestry, this tapestry goes back a long time, 60s probably. It's probably older than that. My grandmother used to use it on her kitchen table, and we would play a game called Pan. Anybody ever play Pan? Anyway, we would all play Pan on this. This was kind of used like the card table cover. And when I turned of age and enlisted in the Air Force and went to go live on my own, she gave this to me, and it hung in my apartment. I was stationed in Sacramento, and this hung in my apartment in Sacramento for all of my tour of duty there. $30. Man, that's a deal. The pantry. I'm going to turn on a light, so watch for a flare here. And they just have everything out on shelves. This is my room. I don't know if you remember. Used to have a desk here, and they've taken that out. Put some shelves up and put some old stuff on. Let me turn a light on in here. It might work better. My books. Yeah, that's better. antique radio, smoke machine, old portable DVD player. I wonder if that thing still works. My effects pedal. This is a device that I worked on with a guy, his name was Max Carty, and he and I used to play guitar together. And this was his idea. He invented this, and I helped him market it and get it built and did some things. It's called 7th string. It was a tube that ran along the back of your guitar neck, and you could squeeze it and change the volume on your guitar. It was actually a pretty cool device. I mean, it did some other things, but that was its main purpose. You could, it has a wet and a dry channel. You could run effects through it, and what I did was put a Roland synthesizer set to a piano voice, and whenever I squeezed the tube, piano would come in the key that I happened to be playing on the guitar. So it's almost like I was playing two instruments. It was very cool. But it was expensive. It cost, I don't know, I think at store level it was like $800, and we could just never get it off the ground. Graphic equalizer. There's my my PV. Some of my old camera gear, my old film Minolta. Took a lot of pictures with that camera. It's an old point and shoot that I got for my daughter. I don't know what those are. I think that was my first digital camera, maybe? No, that's film, panorama. Video card that I bought. Some of the marketing things that we came up with for the 7th string. Guitar picks that had 7th string printed on them. That's terrible focus. I'm still sleeping here at night. It's kind of nice to have a shower and a toilet and all the modern accoutrements. It's an old antique mirror, antique massager. I don't know if anybody's old enough to remember. They used to, in barbershops, they had massagers, and they would put there's straps on it. It was strapped to the back of the barber's hand, and they would massage your scalp with it. I don't know what else they might have done with it, but that's one of the things that I saw done with it. Bedroom. I'm still sleeping in here, so boxes of stuff. I don't know if you can see that. Why is that so dark? It won't let me change ISO on the fly. I wonder if it'll... No. Try putting it in autofocus. No. Okay, I'm going to stop it right here for a second. Okay, back. That's a lot better. So this is my old... What do we call those? Pea jackets, I think? From the Air Force. Some of my artwork. Not all of this is original. This is, God, I drew that I don't know how long ago. I may have time to do this again. Moving on. I think this is probably going to be another long-winded video, guys. Sorry. Customer service award that I won a long time ago. Okay, hold on to the handrail. Don't want you falling down my stairs. See what I mean? It's like walking into a store. All the little knickknacks and things. I should turn the light on down here. Sorry for the light flares. I used to do this professionally. You'd think I'd be better. Another flare coming. Cover your eyes. Some of my mineral collection. I've got fossils around here somewhere. I'm trying to pan slowly, not to make you guys sick, and give you a chance to look at stuff without making this video another long-winded one. Some dolls that my mom that got my daughters before she passed away. This one represents my oldest daughter. She's a redhead. This one represents my youngest daughter, who is now blonde, although she has naturally brown hair. Some of my old LPs, record albums. Look at these. Captain and Tennille. Rock on, bruh. Some of this stuff is my wife's. Eric Burden and the Animals. Anybody remember them? Pearl. Look at that. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Christmas ornaments. Little penguin that my daughter made when high school in her ceramics class. They're gonna sell my soap. Can you believe that? People will buy that. Washer and dryer. It's a good price for these, man. These are only a couple of years old. We've only been in the house for about 2 years. Broncos blanket. I'm not a football fan. I don't watch football, but my daughter is. Old VHS. Here's the VHS collection. I don't even, can you get VHS players anymore? Some of my daughter's old kids movies and stuff. Towels and blankets and beds and furniture and everything. Everything is for sale. I've taken out everything that I want. Everything else goes. It's kind of a mixed, I don't know. I want to cry and laugh at the same time. So, that's it. Today, 10 o'clock. It's currently about 8, I think. People will start coming through my front door and walking out with a piece of my life in their hand. Later.